Hello and welcome to the Philippines. This trip to get from Treasure Island Resort to Isla Hayahay Resort and Restaurant, which seems to be a place a lot of divers go to. I will show you a map a little bit later in the video about where this is and how to get there. Yeah, it's off across a causeway from the main island of Bohol onto this island, and south of Tubigan and north of Loon, Bohol. But anyway, there are a number of resorts out on this island and other islands near here, and of course there are many islands around, smaller islands right around the big Bohol Island, and with resorts on many of those islands as well. I had wanted to find a resort to stay at for the night. Treasure Island Resort had some potential, but the problem was they had been out of water for about a month because of the present drought here in that was in May 2019, in case you're watching this video in 2020 or 2021 sometime in the future. Anyway, they gave us some directions down the road, and I didn't think it was going to be that far, but ended up being a ways down here and an interesting ride. And we're staying as close to the coast as we can. Hello.
Hayayay beach daw nga sa. Okay, salamat.
What way to Manila?
Salamat.
I'm not sure if those kids knew what we were talking about or not, but they pointed on down the road, as did a couple other people we stopped to ask. And occasionally you pass a little street going one direction or the other, and you always kind of wonder if that is where you should turn. These guys also kept sending us on down the road. This resort we're going to today seemed like one of the nicer resorts we've visited over here on Bohol. Of course, we have not visited that many resorts, and a lot of the resorts cater more to the local Filipinos, and for instance, you might not get hot water in the showers, but one of my goals in going over here was to search out some areas that you don't usually see on videos, to go around stay as close to the coast as we could, see if we could find some public beaches, see if we could find some lower cost resorts, and I'm sure there are some nicer higher end resorts if a person looks a little bit closer, but anyway, we're going to ask these people as well.
Ask again?
Hayayay day, Hayayay resort. Okay. Thank you.
1 kilometer?
Thank you. Smile. Yes, Hayayay is here, so right.
Right here? Entrance. All right. Right here?
Yes.
Okay. All guests, please proceed to the reception. Day use 150. Adults 150 day use.
So there were no motor vehicles allowed in the main area up by the resort itself, so we had to park back here in the parking area, which wasn't a problem. The resort was nice, clean, and quiet, and it was actually even hard to find somebody around there, a receptionist. When we did, we found out that the reason nobody was there, they were out either scuba diving or island hopping. They were booked, so we could not get a room there. When I did an online search for this place, they were listed on a number of different online booking sites. So the way you find out what it costs is you go to those sites, you put in your dates, and prices vary by the date, by the demand at that time. So that's how you find out what it costs. But anyway, nice restaurant setup, nice bar setup. Nice, clean, relaxing area. Nice and quiet. Don't know if they have karaoke in the evening. I didn't see any signs about karaoke rooms or karaoke night any place, so you might be saved there. Very nice pool as well, right on the ocean. And here we are using Google Maps again, and Tubagon is right here. I'd done a previous video here, and then we went down the coast and came out to this place here. Now this is it's an island, but it has a causeway that goes out there, as does this island. This island has a little causeway, a little bridge going across as well. And so you got Tubagon up here to the north, and you have Loon down in this area to the south, Tagbilaran City down here. Somebody asked me on a comment recently if there was any ferries going from Argao over here on Cebu Island. And I looked it up, and earlier this year, I think there was a ferry company called Light Ferries that started their ferries up again, going from here over to the Loon area over here, I believe. One of the mapping softwares I have shows a ferry that also goes across, comes down into this area. Well, that may be a smaller pump boat, banca boat type thing. I'm not sure. So when you are in these kind of areas, you might not have to go all the way back to Cebu City or all the way down south to catch a ferry going someplace. Ask the locals. There are different ferry ports. And it solves a big issue because there are a lot of people from Cebu who go across back to their provinces on Bohol during the holidays. And rather than going way to Cebu City and then down around to Tagbilaran City, taking a bus up to wherever they're going, now apparently they can take a ferry right across here to Loon, catch a bus from there, a V-hire. Anyway, let me zoom in here, and I'll show you a little more here. You'll see here is we were coming south here, and I saw a sign for Treasure Island Resort, and we turned around, we went back to this little road here, and I figured it was going to be right along here, but no, we kept going all the way across there. And I did another video about our trip to Treasure Island. Was way out here on the tip out here, and then coming back, they didn't have water out here. The little area out here has not had water for about a month. That's in May of 2019. And so we asked where would there be a resort, nice resort with water, and I kind of wanted to stay at one for the night. So we headed back down this road, and people kept directing us back. And here's Treasure Island Beach Resort out here. And we came back down here. That's what you've been watching. Back down here, and that's where we ended up. And I will change the perspective here. The island and Bohol are not a desert. They are full of lush vegetation. So this is what it looks like from the air. And yet a bit of a beach out here. And not so far from Tagbilaran City as well. It looks like a pretty nice place, and you can check for more details online. Thank you for watching. Please like the video, share the video, please subscribe. Safe travels to you all wherever you're at, and we'll see you next time.